Hello, everyone.
You have a hat too.
Of course, I have a hat. And if you want a hat, it's the TarotStache merch store. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here for Light Language number 28, where we talk about what is being revealed. Last month, we talked about the year of the fire horse and the fire horse energy. And revelation showed up for us as speed plus truth, as we talked about it. And light language helps us read the signal, choose the container, and place our focus so the reveal becomes usable for our decisions and decision making. I am, of course, joined by the amazing JJ of Tuta Speaks. Hi, JJ. I am TarotStache. Thank you very much for being here. It's great to see everyone. Karen is unable to join us tonight. We will see her next month, we hope. And as always, please remember to like and subscribe because it's free. It does help. We do have, of course, we do have the best chatters with us because we have the best chatters. We have the work lurkers, we have the best lurkers, and even the future lurkers. Thank you, everybody, for being here. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really. JJ, when I do a private reading with somebody, I show that, and I do that still.
Good.
It's fun.
Yeah,
So, JJ, how are you?
I'm good. But I also want to say another thing that you guys could be a big help with is to leave a comment once this is posted.
Yes.
Because I love reading comments and like nobody leaves one. It's so lonely.
Wow.
Sympathy comments.
Sympathy comments. Oh my gosh.
Please.
Well, speaking of the best chatters, Sandra Dole was here and Sarah is here. Sarah is going to be posting a video next week of some of their photographs, which can be inspiration for me.
Yay.
Mirror Dragon is here. Hello. Sherry has joined us.
Hello, Sherry.
Angie Burks is here. Trying to get settled in.
We got some competition from Hershey.
Is Hershey live right now? I thought Hershey was live. Anyhow.
Anyways, we love Hershey.
Yes. Rossi has joined us. Hello, Rossi. Andrew is here, and Andrew is saying hello from good evening from Europe. And Andrew, do you want to see the hat that I've done, or do you want to wait?
Oh.
I mean, I could do this. There's the hat. I just have to, finish
Wait,
it.
the show is called It's What Is Being Revealed.
It is called What Is Being Revealed. Lori has joined us. And let's see. Erin O'Nugent. Bernadette has joined us. No, I think she's live in a little while. Yes.
Oh.
But you're doing all sorts of backroom stuff. Up to you. Oh, man. How about if I show half of it?
The other half is not like that?
Well, I mean, anyhow. I'm pretty pleased. I'm hoping that it'll fit.
Good.
Half. Yes, that's half. And, okay.
Ooh.
Okay, Hershey and Thomas go live at 9.
Okay.
Oh, good. And, but today we're talking about light language and I do want to remind everybody. Um, yeah, it'll fit your
Okay.
weird head. And by the way, just in case you all missed it, Mercury is still currently retrograde, as was determined on Monday. Retrograde.
Don't say that when I'm drinking, please.
Sorry. And Andrew said um, um, Andrew posted in the comment on the short was says he's not retro gay, he's more vintage gay. So
No.
that's funny. Retro gay, yes, retro gay. Timmy is here. Hello, Elise, and we've got. I can't see this.
Given wings.
Thank you. Given wings.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. So okay, I'm going to take a sip because I'm like I've prepared for this and I activated with with some music that was really good at opening me up. JJ, last time we did talk about that energy in the Fire Horse episode because it was a lot about momentum and urgency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With momentum and urgency comes a need for a container. We also talked about how symbols and resonance can shift when energy speeds up.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight we're going to take that next step. And what is that energy? What is that energy revealing that helps us decide? And so the rules of the road. When you pay attention to the signs, because you do a show about signs, and when you pay attention to those signs, it's neutral data. It's just data that is showing up. We're not forcing the outcomes. We're just paying attention to what shows up.
Mm.
And part of this, and JJ, you can jump on this. When someone has a feeling they have a light language or they get some sort of enlightenment, it can be very disconcerting, as we've talked about in a series of shows. It can feel like you don't belong anywhere, and then you're in this liminal space between what was and what will be, and you sort of go, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
And we're wanting to try to keep this practical in the sense of just using this as information. It's data, then you can process it. Anything you want to add before I sort of move on, before I charge on?
Charge for March 4th. It's interesting. You're talking, and it's like my visions. It's like a little movie in my head over here. You're narrating it. It's like, oh yeah, and then this, and then that, and but yeah, when you were saying about kind of, it's data. I love that you made it neutral or described it as neutral, because sometimes I mean, I love to react to things.
No, really? When did
Yes,
that happen?
dude. And so when data shows up, it's just kind of takes that away from it, in a good way of just being, hey, here, this is something that's being revealed. Here's some data. JJ, don't freak out. don't like don't go Google right away, because it's being revealed at its own time. And those are really good reminders for me. But touching upon what you said, yes, there is an in-between time that used to not be my favorite between, oh, I have something, I have something that works. And then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, hey, I haven't done that in a few days. What's wrong with me is where I would go.
Oh, of
Like,
course.
what's wrong with
Yeah.
me? Do I not have this thing anymore? And I'm not getting any messages. And for me, it's always been the in between time when my body was supposed to be resting instead of freaking out and resting for the new thing coming in. So I just being aware that there is an in between, I think is helpful for people.
I agree with you. Here's a question for you and for those who are watching. When you hear what is being revealed, what do you notice first? Is it a body signal? Is it a symbol? Is it emotion? Is it a thought? Or is it something else? So when you hear what is being revealed, what do you notice first? Is it a body signal, some sort of symbol, an emotion, or a thought? And while everyone is thinking, I'm going to pop up here what Timmy said from Raven Tarot Meditation. I think everyone has their unique filter, and that data shows up in different ways, forms. I agree with you. I think so. And Jules, learning to listen, is here. Oh, and Sarah has said, I'm still not a fan of the in between. I spend half the time freaking out, and I can't get anywhere. Hi, I see you.
Yeah.
I see
Same.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of what do you notice first when something is being revealed?
I noticed two things. One, I noticed that I had a vision of someone picking up like a rock that's been sitting there for a while in the soil and revealing what kind of bugs are underneath, like what's hiding
Mhm.
under this rock. So I get that. But then the sensations in my physical body, I can feel it like a tube, like an inner tube, something to float on. And it's wrapped around my body, below my belly button and my lower back. And my lower back is like the L5 areas where I have issues. So it's really interesting that it's showing up as an inner tube because that's kind of like a brace. It feels good that there's
Mm-hmm.
like an air brace and air inner tube there.
I like that.
Me too. I'm ready to float.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I notice it when I think about when I hear what is being revealed. I notice it through synchronicities, and I was sharing some of those with you before the show, and the speed at which things rotate and move is probably the best way that I can say that. There's a lot of activity, and suddenly, this is where it's going to get weird. I'm going to be contradictory. It speeds up, yet I can read it better. It's
Hmm.
clearer.
Hmm.
So there we go. Okay. Timmy said, when I meditate, I see tableaus that are crude at first and then becomes photorealistic. The challenge then is to figure out what the image means. I think that is my light language at the moment.
Hmm.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's very cool.
And Roman has joined us. Hi, Roman. The speed doesn't allow you to overthink. Well, now, isn't that interesting, Rossi? Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you. That may actually be correct.
And they're reminding me of there's a movie with fairies, and the fairies speak their normal is very fast language.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to they're like humans are so slow in this movie. I forgot the name of it, but um yeah, it's kind of like your speed is very fast for you to understand.
Isn't that is it in Tolkien where the trees talk slowly?
They do talk very slowly. This was like a kid. I love kid movies, and so this could be a kid movie where oh yeah, there was like a fairy that was captured and
Hmm.
trying to say,
I
yeah.
don't know that movie.
Okay.
So when what is being revealed, let's move that into what is important is that the action names what is moving, so we can keep our boundaries clean and we can focus and decide on what matters. And you have something to add to this, I believe.
Yeah, the metaphors are just coming left and right here in my mind. It's when you're talking about this, it's kind of like a refinement of things where now they're showing me like a lumber mill, and how the thing they want to be exposed is inside the tree, and they have to they have to put it through the machine, the sander, for the whole outside of it to be scaled away
Mm-hmm.
to reveal what is inside. It's just one metaphor after another of like, here's something, and and there's something you need to do or something you might want to do that like polishes it up. Or in your case, Gerald, we were talking about metal that was rusty. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's one of those things where you have this, like for me, my new gift, it's like it's there. And I'm okay with not knowing what it is right now. I know it reveals itself in different ways, but me personally, I'm doing the refinement where I'm drinking things that look like wine, so I don't actually drink wine, and and
Mhm.
uh, I just knew clarity in this year of the fire horse for me was really important. And so between my coffee, my wine, my sugar, I've taken those things out so I can focus on JJ instead of those reaction things I was talking about.
I think that's really powerful.
Yeah.
I think that's really powerful. So, we have that idea of action, and then we need to have boundaries to help keep it clean. That focus decides what matters. And let's talk about, because we talked about action, boundaries, and focus. Action, because movement is where the reveal shows itself first. We see something, we experience something, we feel something, we create something, we dance something, we make music about it, we write poetry on it.
Mm.
And I love the idea you're talking about metaphors. It reminds me of JJ, the importance of people not discounting the beauty of the art and the and not just stuff that hangs on the wall,
Yeah.
but it's stuff that we can experience, that we have an emotional response to. Hello,
Mm.
light language. Just saying.
Yeah.
Um, so we're talking about action, and when you are trying to figure out your action, if the first step is too is unclear, then the step itself is too big.
Yeah.
So shrink it down until it becomes doable. So if the first step is unclear, the step is too big.
Yeah.
What do you think about that as you're watching this, everyone? If what you need to do isn't clear, do you think that step is too big? What do you think, JJ?
Well, as a gal that has a very messy room, that would be like me being like, what we need to do is paint the walls and hang things up. But it's like, well, wait a second. We might want to clear the stuff we're tripping over so we can get the paint can over there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
I appreciate that. That's honest, because I am a person who has a lot of stuff. Hi, my name is Gerald. I am a collector.
Hi, Gerald.
I have a stash of many, many different things, including tarot, card, fabric, yarn, and craft supplies.
Yeah.
I think what's really important is I can get very overwhelmed just simply by thinking about all of the stuff that has to be done. And as we think about this in light language, especially with, having that reveal. Well, I should be on a world tour, doing light language for everybody. Hold up, kids, hold up. Let's pull that back and go, what's the first thing that you should do? Probably get used to it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Try to understand it,
Yeah.
which, as we talked about as we've talked about multiple times, I think it's a really key thing to, you know, good thing, it's breath, hydration, or
Mm.
contact with nature to help integrate the energetic shifts. I mean, you're going to go wackadoodle.
Wackadoodle.
Timmy agrees. Motivation requires an honest assessment of effort needed, applying more or less, being nimble and balanced. Yes.
Yeah.
You have something to say, don't you? Or the boulders do, or the bolds.
My bolds. Gerald knows I have two boulders. When you were mentioning my bolds the before this, there's something pressed into or written into the bolds, and let me see. Tamakia papania mamakia nama. And it's like that they're saying it in the same way you're talking. In order for me to um, see the reveal, it's important for me to go get my little duster broom, do some archaeology type things, just taking care of the bolds externally, and just being honoring it and in ceremony of, hey, I see that there's something there. I see that it's etched in there. I know that this is something really important for me. And so I'm going to, visually, emotionally, spiritually, all of that stuff, start with um, very small steps of how do I brush off some of this dust, because maybe the dust has information too. I don't want to just go in there, with a hose and rinse everything off, because I might miss some of the information.
And you could destroy some of the information. That has come through the having something revealed, getting an understanding. It's wonderful. It's amazing. I don't know about you, but I want to run around and I want to scream it at the top of my lungs for anybody who will listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
It may be appropriate to go quietly and gently,
Yeah.
because we don't know what that looks like. And it's important to not lose our balance in the 3D world.
Oh, come on.
I'm so sorry, that just slipped out. I couldn't help it.
Come on, Dad.
I mean, did you just call me Dad?
Come on, Dad. Let us have fun.
Oh, geez. And
I know, I'm probably older than you. I am. I bet you I am.
oh yeah, what do you
Okay.
bet?
On three, let's say our ages. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say it on three because I'll be saying three. Okay, ready? We'll do it on, okay.
1,
54.
59.
Oh, we're so close.
We should have actually had. We should have had like a bet. I get a free reading with JJ. And we have Jules Learning to Listen says, love this. Take the time to flow with the process, observe
Yes.
and notice.
It's like,
Celine,
see the flowers growing in the garden, but you have to plant the seeds. And it's so annoying because you're just like, what if the seeds don't sprout? I don't know if I'm doing it right.
well, and here's the other thing. You may notice the flowers as you're walking by them, but if you don't pause and really take them in, or smell them, you're missing part of the story. You're missing part of the beauty that is present. Selena, Essence of the Moon, is here.
Yeah. Yeah, like sit and explore quietly. I love that.
Rossi said, new moon today, time to plant the seeds. I like that. That sit and explore. Yeah, and explore the possibilities.
Mm.
And yes, don't lose sight of the 3D world. This is so important. This revelations, what's being revealed, or revelations, can be an aha moment that is simple and beautiful, to where we go, oh, and then move on. Okay, we have got the best chatters here. Sarah has said, what if the birds, squirrels, and raccoons eat the seeds, flowers, not where I put them? No, but you've actually nourished something that needed it, which is perhaps if the birds didn't eat all of the seeds properly, those seeds may grow somewhere else.
Yeah, I have like wild strawberries that grow. For the first time last year, they were growing out my window, and it had to be the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aaron said, well done. You both look youthful and refreshed, as they say in Hollywood. And it's all natural.
I'm not saying we have a favorite chatter, but
but if we did,
it might rhyme with barren.
MGG said, give problems a chance to gel. Solutions show up in due time. Fastest ain't bestest always.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That just might be the inspiration that leads to revelation. Yes. And it's interesting. I'm not a musician. There are some times when inspiration, I did a short about this a month or so ago. Inspiration shows up in lots of different ways. Sometimes we can track how it developed, and other times we can't. It's okay if you can't. But when that call for action shows up, and exactly the next thing you need to do, then do it. If you're writing a great music piece, and you've been toddling around, and all of a sudden you link into the flow. When you're in that flow, when you're in that light language energy, go with it. Don't try to understand it.
Yes,
you can look back.
Yes.
You can look back at it and you can go, oh, that's what that was. That's what that was. And it's cool. Same with dance, poetry. I'm composing a symphony. You are exactly right. Thank you, Andrew.
G. You're right. G dog.
Don't think about it. Just go.
Just go.
Yes. Part of that also, I would think, Andrew, is there's a trust in it. You're gathering information. You're having these revelations periodically. Just jot them down. You don't have to understand them, because they, as we said earlier, it may gel in 2 weeks or 2 years. It still counts.
Can you hear my dog scratching?
I can, but are you going to say? Are you thinking something?
No.
Are you trying to get somebody to?
Texting my family.
Texting your family. Get the dogs out.
You were supposed to.
Gerald is the OG, the original Gerald.
OG.
You can always go back and review and refine. And Rossi, I think my experience has been the most intelligent people do go back and review and refine.
Mm.
Is this the same? Is this the same for a light language, JJ? Do you go back? Do you refine it and review it?
The human me, yes, I would like to do that, but no, I once, and I feel like last year for me personally, I would do something in light language, and when I do listen to them. I do go back and I listen to them, just so I can process it, and especially at different times in my life, I'll be drawn to one of my transmissions. But I feel like it's old news once it's out, and I'm trying to go on to the next one. But then again, I'll find something from 10 years ago with my light language, and that's just what I needed right now. So,
Hmm.
yes and no. But I don't refine it. I just go back and listen to it. I don't change it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I understand that. Andrew did say, I've been writing ideas down for the past year or longer. It's amazing how some of those ideas are so spot on months later. Composition music ideas. I love that.
Okay, I have a question for Andrew. So I'm thinking music, the composition, everything about the musical process is his light language, right, Gerald? Would you say that?
Yes.
Because music is the back door into healing. Um,
Or
so
it's the front door, or it's the side window, or it's the ramrod that you actually put through to get it. Yeah, to
yeah,
do that. Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So my thought process, what I want to say about music is, especially Andrew, in your case, like um, when you get that out into the physical world, I know a lot of it can be in our heads, but like when you actually get that resonance or whatever out into the world, it's like sound travels so far, and it just like, can you can you just imagine, like, be curious about how far the sound goes, like if it's out your window, so to speak, the music goes out your window, your neighbor hears it, but it's like that resonance goes on and on, that stuff that we can't see and maybe we can't hear. It's
Mhm.
like Michael Tellinger talks about this, and how sound, I feel like I could go outside, speak my light language, never say it again to another human, and my light language people and me, we would be happy because it's going out there and doing something, even though there's no human ears listening.
Andrew did say yes. It's light language, JJ. I agree, and I have no idea where these ideas come from.
Channeling.
Yeah.
Channeling. Andrew is channeling.
Yes. I am going to. I do want to put up a bit of a plug,
Funny.
um, because one way that you can help get refine,
Mm-hmm.
and finesse and understand, to have a reading with somebody. Purchase responsibly, know your limits.
Yeah.
Andrew, look, I set up a Calendly to where people can schedule a reading with me. You can also schedule a reading with JJ here. I want
Mm-hmm.
to put that up because I want to remind people, we're available.
We are available. And we even did an experiment that, because I'm probably a Pisces with ADD, didn't quite lift off as much as I was hoping for. But the experiment we did was, Gerald and I worked with people together, over Zoom, or we would get your information, work together, and then send you the information or send you the video. So if that's something you're interested in, to reach out to one of us.
Andrew did say, funny, I've been playing out of my window watching people dance and
Yes.
listen to my sounds. It's so cool. And
Yeah.
he has me to thank for that inspiration.
Yay.
Andrew, thank you. You're very kind. You're very kind.
Yeah. Gerald has helped me out several times.
And JJ has helped me out too. And I think we've helped other people. So,
No, just us.
no, just us, just us. Um, and I've been stalking your website, JJ. Jules
Thanks,
wanting to listen. Stalk away.
Doc.
So, So we've been talking a little bit about this idea of, you know, action. If the next step, if the action you need to take is too big, the next step is not clear enough. And so you can sometimes settle down and you can support yourself. There's lots of different people will tell you how to increase your productivity and all that stuff. Some of them are great. Some of them work for me. Some of them don't. Some of them may work for you. And the yeah, I have a whole document named Questions for G-Stash, full of ideas and questions for the divine.
Oh, I kind of want to do a show where he just asks us questions.
Well, he knows how to get a hold of me. So, but the so the idea is if we're thinking about this action and we're trying to, as things become revealed, a tool that you can use, something you could say is, the next honest step is.
Okay.
The next honest step is, you have the ability then to look around you and you can sink into the energy and to the things that are being revealed and go, what's the next honest step?
I also like to trick myself, like get out of my own way. And I think I would, for that question, say, what is the next honest, simple step for JJ? I need to do it for JJ, not for me. Then I'll get distracted. Yeah, what does JJ need?
And that's the ability to have, as we're looking and we're paying attention to light language energy, whatever that is for you, it sort of gives you the ability to allow that light language to support you.
Yeah.
I see Andrew's questions. He's got a couple of questions. I do want to put up, we need action, and for the fire horse energy, but the next thing we need boundaries, because fire without a container becomes noise.
Yeah.
I don't know about you all, but I am easily distracted. Easily distracted. And what's helpful thinking about a boundary is, boundary reveals reality. And when you set a limit, you learn what was depending on your leakage. You learn, oh, how's that? Let me repeat that for you, JJ.
What?
When you set a limit, you learn what was depending on your leakage.
Oh my God, I'm leaking all over the place. No wonder I don't have any energy.
Yes. We have Jules learning to listen said, if I look at music as like language, I might be able to find my way back to it after years of putting it down. I actually made it in music.
Music is a beautiful language.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about music too, it's like, God, I even feel like the birds listen to it, Jules. Not just the human ears, it's like the animals listen to it. It's almost like you could intuitively play music for animals.
Yep. Well, of course you can. We've all seen those shorts where people are playing music and animals. They come over. They're very curious. They're very curious.
Yeah.
Depends on leakage. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, if you just went down that little rabbit hole, that depends. Being honest with yourself without exception. It's okay to put yourself first, I think.
That's a big one for a lot of people, especially all of us here in empath land. Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay to put yourself first. Yes, yes, and yes.
Yes. Leaking energy flung into the void by the wheel of fortune. It sounds like a Tux Box Rage song. Make that happen. Okay, the birds gather on the trees outside of my window, but I don't care. I want humans to
Yeah.
enjoy my music.
Yeah.
I hear you. So music is frequency. Yes, Gwen.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we did have hang on, getting caught up.
Hi, Leah.
When I'm giving a master class or workshop, it's difficult to say that I channel my music. It can get too spiritual for some of the students. How would you approach this? And it can become too spiritual. How would
Yeah.
you approach that, JJ?
Let me see, because I have a JJ answer. Let me see what the other answer is. It's kind of the same thing. It's like it just goes back to like, I mean, I don't know what kind of religion you're talking about, but I think in all of religions,
Well, spiritual, yeah.
yeah, it's like I think of logos, the creator, and sound and frequency and weaving in and out. And I mean, you can't tell me that Mozart, all of those, they weren't channeling something. They had to be channeling something.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fingers are moving on the piano or the violin or whatever. And I almost, okay, let me see if how you feel about this, Andrew. Do you feel like what comes, okay, let me see. Like, I don't know the songs that are going to be coming through me until they are actually coming through me. So with your fingers, um, is there like an exercise where you just let it go and your fingers do um, are like a catalyst for whatever it is you're channeling? I mean, people channel in music emotions. It doesn't have to come from a deity or something. It's like I'm sad and here's my sad song and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, he also did say in Norway, the teaching staff got mad at me because I brought religion into the master class. Funny, but true. And, religion in their minds.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you're an
I,
improv. Yeah. Like where does that come from?
I think what's important is how, so you're asking
How would you incorporate?
how would I approach it? I would approach it in the sense of you have to know the craft so well that when your emotions are wanting to come through, your body reflects that. I might avoid using the word spiritual, religious, but there, how many composers over the years have said it's so important to feel what you're doing,
Hmm.
and to put that out there. I don't know.
I
And
guess I put the question to them for them to come up with the answer. Like, um, you
yeah,
know, here's
okay.
a
He said it's not my religion. It's what the Protestants think I'm talking about. Huh? And I'm like, I don't know if that was to you. And it's
yeah,
like I'm an improviser. If that's what
that's
you meant, yeah.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
meant.
And I am not the ones using the word spiritual or religious. It's the bureaucrats. Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yes.
I guess
Um,
I would love to put that forth in a master class of being like, um, what do you think this person was thinking about when they were writing this story? It's almost like, what do you think when you're in a gallery? What do you think this person was thinking of when they painted, this painting? And of course, it's going to go through everybody's individual filters, and it's so interesting to hear those stories. So, a master class asking, like, listen to this. Where do you think
yeah.
the inspiration came from for this?
And I understand. I don't want that to be a battle in my master classes. I want to talk about music. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
talk about the music. And, I
Yeah.
think that's really fun. That's really important. I mean, and I want you to talk about music, but I also want you to do music and experience the music.
Mm.
So, and
Past life. Let's talk
yeah,
about that.
this is an open interpretation. Yes, past life, so on.
Mm-hmm.
These are open to interpretation. Yeah, and you know what, Andrew? When I have yes, that's all I do is music. That's perfect. Well,
Yeah.
and here's the other beautiful thing about it is I tell people right up front when I'm talking about a class. I'm not doing a master class, not yet, on tarot or anything like that. The idea is it's like I'm going to give you some concepts. I want you to entertain all of them. I don't want you to accept any of them unless they work for you. So there we go. And Andrew did say that he would be happy to join us sometime.
Questions that make you think by Andrew.
There you go. My great grandmother came to me and said she was an incredible opera singer, but lived on a remote farm in Nebraska. No
Mhm.
chance to show the world her talents. Yeah. She yelled at me to get the F out there and promote.
Get him.
I love that.
Mm.
I love that. And Lady is here. Hello. Good to see you. JJ, we
Yeah.
had talked about, I mean, you have to have a boundary.
You do.
As things are being revealed, you have to take action. What's the next thing that I can do with this? What's the next right step? You have to have a boundary because when you have boundaries, the fire is not chaos. It's not burning everything down. It can still burn hot within those boundaries.
Yeah.
A good boundary will allow that fire to really, really glow and to get that beautiful, beautiful red.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when you have this idea of you have a boundary, then you can go very clearly. I can, I will and I will not. I will do this. I will not do this.
Mm-hmm.
And what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, my thoughts on that because I've had two fires near my house the late last year. They were 1 month apart, and so I really got to see the firefighters in action and how they were holding the line, and how they did like the fire break. There has to be a fire break, and when I'm thinking about this energetically, I see the fire as creativity, like a force for your own creativity, really refining things by burning off things that are no longer useful, or might be leading you in a direction that maybe that direction worked for you before. That's fine, and now it's changed, and so you need a different direction, or maybe that was a direction put forth by your ancestors. This is what we do, what we've always done, just burn that stuff down. And I love the idea of when there's a fire and you put the fire break around it, um, it's like there's no leakage. When I think of this, it reminds me of my ADD, where it's like if I didn't have my runaway thoughts, I would be able to just really sit and focus on something. And that's what this idea of borders, having the boundaries, is really appealing to me, because it's almost like I see this burning, and I just want to kind of like walk right into the middle of it because I know I'm going to be safe in the middle, and I know that that's where some of my answers to creativity are, like putting up this boundary and just really stepping into the creativity.
Mhm. I really like that. I think the idea of the other thing about a boundary is you can change your boundary when you get new information and when we grow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the idea of a good boundary. Timmy shared a strong boundary coupled with a strong binding within creates a solid earthly manifestation.
A strong boundary coupled with this binding.
Mm-hmm.
I could read that 5 times and get something different every time. That's
Yes.
a good sentence.
And at the center of chaos and order, we exist.
Ah.
Leah loves the natural explanation. You channel JJ. It's like the I Ching explained through natural process.
I have that book.
And Lady's son is a firefighter.
I love firefighters. When you are in trouble and you hear that siren, it's like a heaven. And when you hear the yeah.
Boundaries. So we have action, we have boundary, and now we have focus.
Focus.
We're going to move this. The focus, because revelation without focus becomes distraction. It's the wormhole that is okay to travel some point, but you got to have a boundary about how long you go down that wormhole. But
are you talking to yourself right now?
I am talking to myself, JJ. Thanks for pointing that out, everybody. But we have, because focus is spiritual technology. Because I don't know about everybody, but there's so many options that come up. If I don't capture them and write them down somewhere, they live in here and it's rammed, so I can't do anything with it. I mean, and the idea is, as you think about it, it's like choose one criterion to stop the cycling options. It's like, okay, what's something that I can do by the end of the week, perhaps? And I think that's an interesting thing, because with your energy and your boundaries, and the focus, it's like, what do you keep feeding even after different pivots? Do you keep feeding something that you used to do that's is no longer working? I just think this is an interesting. Okay, there's the best chatters are bringing it, by the way.
They really are.
Okay. At the center of chaos and order, we exist. Oh, he said,
I know.
Saved mom's life. Okay, he's good. You gave him life, he saved yours.
He's a keeper.
Yes. Okay. Tuda gets me said things I keep undercover, but saw anyway. They know my heart desire. Right.
And isn't that lovely knowing that even though we might keep some secrets undercover, that it's like our guides know that we do. We have a heart's desire, and I love this exercise of, okay, so my heart's desire. What would be in the group home I worked at a million years ago when I was younger? There was this exercise of I really want to do this. I want to accomplish this thing, right? But it's like what Gerald said. It's like, that's like step 12 or 13, like the first thing would be, okay, what are 3 small steps that are doable for me today? Or what's one small step? And that one small step might be letting somebody else know, like, oh, hey, friend, or hey, chat AI friend, I'm going to be beginning this, and I'm just putting out there in the universe that this is my first step, is just telling somebody that this is what I'm doing and I might need some support. They might need to tell me in 3 days, how's it going? What can I do to help you? Do you need me to shadow you? Like, do you want me to, I can be on the phone. I can be on the phone with you, Gerald, if you need to do that one thing you don't really know, like the step to take, I'll just be on the phone with you to help you focus, to put that
Yeah.
boundary up of like, this is Gerald's time and I'm right here and I'm shadowing you so you can get this done. Yeah, a shadow buddy is always
A
good.
shadow buddy or a focus buddy. That's really what it is. It's just
Yeah.
like you're there just to help focus, and this person can be a receptacle for all of the stuff that keeps we
Yeah.
keep hearing,
Yeah.
especially when it relate. How does this relate to light language? It does, because we are trying to understand how to focus with it, how to
Yeah.
lean into it, that we're comfortable with it, and to not be overly distracted, and to not lose our brains.
What is like your first honest step into doing something?
My first honest step is to recognize the level of motivation that I had to do it. I have absolutely no desire to do this, but I've
Mhm.
got a deadline and I need to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, be really honest. um did that surprise you?
Very boring for somebody who's named Gerald. The OG.
Yes, I'm the original Gerald. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, mine would be to just the things that you came up with during this episode of, you're missing out on part of the story if you don't take time to be with it, which is putting ourselves first, and slowing down, because I like to do everything really fast and excited, or I'm exhausted and I just want to get it over with. So the thought for me, like my first step I'm really thinking about when you said you planted the seeds, you gave it what you wanted, and the flowers came up. But if you don't stop and smell them, you're missing a part of the story. Or if you don't see the pollinators come, and you're missing that part of the story. So I'd really like to figure out a quiet time of the day where
uh,
um,
yeah,
my brain can be a part of this, and that would be my first step of what I'm looking to do.
that's great.
Be realistic. Like really, how can JJ do this?
I think that's really smart,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to you knowing when you're most efficient during the day and most
Mhm.
effective.
Yeah.
And if scheduling it, putting it on your calendar works for you, getting the announcement, or turning off everything else so that you can do it, is really powerful.
Yeah, and
Richie,
letting my family know, like,
yes,
do not contact me for the next 20 minutes.
yes, yes. Or telling somebody that you live with, a spouse, say, hey, at such and such o'clock, remind me that I need to do this, and you
Yeah.
can go, oh, okay. Richie's reach. Hi, Richie. Good to see you. Is it because spirit knows our story, so they show up for us in the way that we need to help the story that we wrote for ourselves play out?
Interesting. Wow.
Very nice. Very nice. And lady said, recognize your heart's desire. And oh, Jan, Silky's Steel Kitchen Witchery is here. Good to see you. She'll be on my channel on Monday for a casual.
I love what she
Nope.
wrote.
Next Monday on
Yeah.
on the 30th. Which one? Because she
This
wrote good stuff.
Yeah, the sun won't sit here for another half an hour, but I think I'll go out and watch it. Yeah. Just taking those moments of nature calling us out. Yes, I am talking to myself.
Yes. Well, and I think I do. How many people remember was it the Lifesavers commercial about the sun setting? Do you remember that?
I remember all commercials. How come I can't what is that one?
This Anybody who's watching this, if you don't remember the commercial, is I think it's a Lifesaver commercial. A father is sitting out on the pier with their son, and they're watching the sunset, and the kid gets so excited. It's like going, Dad, do it again. Do it again.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
here you go. There you go. Sunset in Kansas as we see. Jane had surgery today, so I need to get out in the sun.
Ooh.
Yes, that little lovely healing. So, okay, Jan remembers that one. See, JJ, you're too young.
Yeah, I am. But didn't he take the lifesaver and like put it down because it was the? I kind of remember it was that, but
Yeah. Well, I'll look it up. We'll post it.
we'll recreate it next. We'll have a.
We'll recreate it. Do you have some light language that needs to come through?
Ooh, yes, yes. Oh my God, yes. Thank you. Okay, this is for. I'm not gonna say what it's for because JJ will get it wrong. I'll just channel. Ka, Tomoko maki, great pleasure. Kuna atatomaka na ishna kai kiana kie. Talking about subjects we know and we love. Poto tomako shna yewa noa. Titamaka no mama ishna matia mama yewa. They're bringing in turtle and crane. Kotana ko ishna mati. Tana. Listening to the outside music, the outside symphonies, the outside of us symphonies. Tutitana no kushna titi naka. Manu nana, even traffic can be a symphony. Ma tutia kuakamako ti anamako shna. Ananako ma itana, the grasshoppers. Titi tano kushna makianata. Anutunamomashna kanakiana. Kitita yamatonamashnia watia namashinana yewa. Even the arguing that we can hear out on the street or in our house through the windows. Tutitano, their stories being told, stories being shared. Paku sitting at the piano, a story to be told. Tutamuku mana eshnama, picking up that pencil, that pen, and thinking, Tutomaku namash namakayewa. What would I like to write today? Talking about the phases of us, like as if we were a moon, the moon phases of us, the phases of us, and really knowing as if we had a calendar ourselves to be like, oh, well, this is one of those new phase JJs, those new phase Geralds, or this is a full Gerald, knowing our phases and paying attention to our energy is important. So we know when we have steam to go forward. And we know when it's okay to rest. The phases of you, and the stories that are so ready to be told in your life through you. Thank you for carrying the stories into this lifetime. You are the carrier of the stories. Syanyaku. Goosebumps.
Yeah. All of the stories are important and they need to be lived and experienced completely. May I add something else? If you are thinking about your story as a book, I might suggest that you close the book and read it from the back of it to the front of it and turn it upside down. Experience it in all different ways. It's still a story and it's still your story. Gives an opportunity for us to learn. So, Jules to Listen has tears. Being in the sun just feels good for some elemental and spiritual reasons, Silky. I'll send healing waves to you as well because Silky had surgery. So I love this. And that goes back to part of what we were talking about before. The importance of don't discount your story. Enjoy your story. Read the words backwards.
I do that. If I'm having a hard time reading something for a class or something, sometimes I'll just read the last chapter first
Mm-hmm.
and, and go from there.
And yeah, JJ, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
JJ, this has been incredible. Thank you.
Yeah, it has been incredible.
We will be thinking about, okay, I have a tale of I am writing 15,000 pages later. It still surprises me. 15,000 pages or words? That's a big, yeah, that's a long story. Not my life story, but a tale. Hey, I say go for it.
A tall tale. I just love that the thought of us being the story carriers. The story has been carried with me through me.
Well, and you are the story. I mean, and isn't if it okay? Now Gerald's going to get started as we are finished. Isn't that what we're talking about with the fire horse energy? We have action, boundary, and focus. I mean, open up the book, read one page, discover the focus around that. Really very interesting. JJ and I will be talking about what we're going to discuss next.
Yes.
Maybe it'll actually be light language readings.
We haven't done that in a while.
We haven't done that in a while. But links are below if you want to get a reading from any of us. Or we could have Andrew on, but that
with the questions.
With the questions. So we are conscious observers of this universe. At the least. So, any last minute words, JJ?
You are loved. You have treasure within. The story is within. They're saying something about you might feel like your story is broken, but you can't put a book together without without glue, right? You can't put a book together without the binding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's an important thing to you can adjust your story if you want.
I do feel like that. I feel like yeah, I do. I feel like people are adjusting their stories as the timeline goes on. As like for instance, I was told when I was younger, like when I was 65, something was going to be pretty cool spiritually, and that might still happen. But I feel like with my light language, it came out early because the timeline for that to come out was ahead of time.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Yes.
And Ms. Tarot D has popped in just in time for us to depart.
I do that all the time. I'm like, hey, everybody.
Yeah. I do want to appreciate everybody for being here, because what's amazing is you have a lot of options of where to spend your time, and thank you for spending some time with us. We do appreciate it.
Oh, and talking about spending, this hat is available online. It's like the coolest hat ever.
On the TarotStache merch store.
I loved your merch. I'm like, I don't even know what to get. And it's affordable.
There you go. Purchase responsibly, know your limits. Everyone, thank you very much. Please remember to subscribe if you're watching this in playback. Thank you. Tell us what resonated for you. And in the meantime, we will see you the next time. And JJ, I'm going to show the special video for the outro.
Okay.